in the heart of Transylvania, where the Carpathian Mountains cast long shadows over the land, a secluded village nestled among ancient forests. This village, named Strigoi Hollow, held a dark secret that had been hidden for centuries. It was a secret that, to some, was a curse, but to others, a coveted blessing. At the center of this enigma was Count Vladimir Draclis, a man who had lived for more than 4 centuries. With crimson eyes and hair as black as a moonless night, he was a striking figure who had seen generations come and go. Vladimir had once been a warrior, battling against invading armies with fierce loyalty to his homeland. But his life took a dramatic turn when he encountered a mysterious woman named Svetlana. She had the same raven hair and crimson eyes as Vladimir, and she revealed to him the secrets of the Covenant. The Covenant was a blood pact that granted immortality, incredible strength, and the ability to move unseen through the night. In exchange for these extraordinary gifts, the Covenant bound its members to protect Strigoi Hollow from the outside world. Vladimir, enchanted by Svetlana and seduced by the promise of everlasting life, willingly embraced the Covenant. As the centuries passed, Vladimir became the de facto leader of the village, and he ruled with both wisdom and cruelty. The villagers revered him as their immortal protector, but they also feared his wrath. The Covenant demanded a heavy price, one that Vladimir was willing to pay. Strigoi Hollow's secrets were concealed from the outside world, but legends persisted. Travelers who ventured too close to the village told chilling tales of bloodthirsty demons who stalked the night. And at the heart of these legends was Vladimir Draclis, the immortal Count. Despite the Covenant's promise of immortality, Vladimir's life was not without its sorrows. He watched as countless generations of villagers lived, loved, and died, while he remained unchanging. He saw children grow into elders and lovers part in death, their memories fading as he carried them with him like heavy chains. Vladimir's loneliness grew as the years passed. He often retreated to the village's ancient library, where he immersed himself in books about the human condition, searching for answers to the emptiness he felt. It was within these books that he discovered a fateful passage about a ritual that could transfer the gift of immortality to another. This discovery awakened a newfound purpose in Vladimir. He realized that the Covenant could continue through his lineage if he were to sire an heir and bestow upon them the gift he had carried for centuries. He knew the price of such an act was high, but he was willing to bear it for the chance to break the cycle of isolation. One moonless night, Vladimir ventured into the heart of the village, where he met Elena, a young woman with eyes that shone like sapphires. He was captivated by her beauty and her spirit, and he saw in her the potential for a new life. Vladimir, for the first time in centuries, allowed himself to fall in love. He revealed the Covenant's secret to Elena, who was initially terrified, but over time grew to understand the weight of the gift he offered. They decided to perform the ritual and sire an heir to continue the Covenant. The ritual was complex and ancient, involving sacred chants, a blood bond, and a shared communion under the light of the full moon. It required both pain and ecstasy, and as Vladimir and Elena completed it, their connection deepened. When it was over, they both knew that the transfer of immortality had succeeded, but there was a price to be paid. The ritual left Vladimir weakened and vulnerable. He had given his gift of immortality to Elena, but in doing so, he had given away his own. As the first light of dawn broke over the horizon, Vladimir felt his strength wane, and he collapsed to the ground, his life force ebbing away. Before he took his final breath, he leaned in and, with his fading strength, bit Elena's neck, passing on the last remnants of his immortality. Elena watched as Vladimir's eyes dimmed, and he exhaled his final breath. With tears in her sapphire eyes, she knew that she carried the weight of the Covenant and her responsibility to protect Strigoi Hollow and its secrets. As the years passed, Elena upheld the Covenant, guiding the village through generations while preserving the secrets of immortality. She became a guardian of Strigoi Hollow, ensuring that the village remained hidden from the outside world. And so, the legacy of Count Vladimir Draclis continued through Elena and the countless descendants who inherited the gift of immortality. As they watched the world change around them, they were bound by the Covenant, carrying both its blessings and its burdens. The Covenant of Immortality endured, and the village of Strigoi Hollow remained hidden, a sanctuary for those who walked the line between the living and the eternal. The world outside remained unaware of the vampires who protected the village's secrets, and the legend of Count Vladimir Draclis lived on, even as he rested in eternal slumber beneath the village he had once ruled. In the end, Vladimir's sacrifice had not only allowed the Covenant to continue, but had also given him the chance to experience love and share his gift, offering hope to those who followed in his immortal footsteps. But the price was too high.